he's letting them go.
Absolutely, letting it all hang out. Again, another low blow. May have been by both fighters that time. You know, when Quartey leads with that right uppercut from the outside, he's wide open for a left hook. Again, another low blow by Oba Carr.
Quartey not too bothered by low blows now.
Well, they told him not to.
Yeah, that's right. They told him to ignore it. Takes instructions pretty well, huh?
Yeah, right. Ignore that right hand to the chin.
Gil, it's about this time we should start talking about the fact that Quartey is so strong, and the other top fighters in this division are so unlikely to give him a shot soon. Will he have to move up to junior middleweight and even middleweight? And from your experience, does he have the strength to do that?
Absolutely. He has the strength. He's a very, very strong fighter. And again, it's strange. The three guys, Felix Trinidad, Pernell Whitaker, and Oscar De La Hoya, are not really physically strong fighters. None of the three. They all have skills, but none of them are really physically strong the way Quartey is.
It's interesting, both Trinidad and De La Hoya have great punching power, but you're right, not the kind of physical strength that could allow them to move Quartey around the ring the way he moves his opponents.
That's again why I say I would, in my opinion, I would make him favored over any of the three.
And still to come, junior middleweight championship fight. There's the challenger, Bryant Brannon. Interesting personal story of a young man who had a rocky road early in life, wound up in New Jersey's Rahway State Prison. He says he got both religion and boxing while he's in prison. He lives a clean, dedicated life. He's a terrific athlete. He's got a great opportunity in front of him tonight as he meets Roy Jones Jr., the unbeaten 168-pound champ.
Okay? You hear me? Okay. Get your hands busy. See, when you're standing in front of him like this here, step right back to him. Bang, 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 okay? Okay? And you know what you have to do this now? You got to press it now.
Come on, man.
You have to press it.
You done work with harder guys than this.
Stand in front of him. Use your head.
What should you tell a fighter in Carr's position at this stage of such a hard fight, Gil?
Well, his corner man is trying to get the best out of him. About the best you can do now, if you really be honest with the fighter, is say, hey, there's a good right hand on the chin by Carr. You're going to have to be honest and say, look, it looks to me like you're going to have to really win these last 3 rounds big.
9 rounds. How do you see it, Harold?
Larry, 8 rounds, Ike Quartey, 1 round even. I mean, I made a mistake before. I didn't give Oba Carr a round yet. I think Ike Quartey is just absolutely walking through him with that jab. Still, I keep scoring it for effective aggressiveness and clean punching. And I just want to throw in one thing. You guys are making matches like crazy. I'd like to see Ike Quartey and Frankie Randall. I think that would be great.
Again, another low blow by Oba Carr. I don't know what's going on here. I've counted about 5 or 6 low blows.
So there's another point deduction. And that increases yet again the chance that Carr would need a knockout to win the fight.
Well, that may be the way to get the knockout.
Yeah. I have this fight 7-1-1 with a 3-point round for Quartey.
Larry, I hate to say it, but again, I agree with you. I have it 7-1-1.
Oba Carr with only 1 knockout in his career past the 6th round. This is the 11th time in his career that he's been as far as 10 rounds in a fight. Only the 4th trip to the championship rounds for Quartey, who normally disposes of his opponents earlier than this.
Good left hook to the body by Quartey. Good right hand on the chin by Carr. Right on the button. But
yeah,
nothing happened.
Did it bother Quartey?
Nothing happened.
Scary. I mean, the guy is totally scary some of the time. You can see part of the predicament for Carr as his eyes close. It's harder and harder to fend off Quartey's power shots.
He's trying so hard, Oba Carr. You have to
tremendous effort.
Give him credit for a great effort. He really is tired now, Jim. I think next round is going to be a tough round.
You called me Harold?
Well, you're a fight expert. That's why I called you Harold.
Thank you, Gil.
Next round is going to be very, very tough for Oba Carr. He's just about at the end of the rope right now.
Well, and his left eye is almost completely shut. You think his vision is impaired out of the left eye now, Gil?
Well, if your eye is closed, your vision's impaired.
Makes all the sense in the world. Another hard right-hand shot in close for Carr. Landed flush, and Quartey grins again.
I don't know if Carr earned that round, but I'm going to give it to him anyway.
You're a nice guy.
I don't want you to leap, okay? You wait too long to use your right. Raise up your jabs. Hit the chest and the chin. He can't duck those, okay? Don't give him any confidence.
You know what, they're trying to get him arrested, and that's not right. No, okay, listen. Over. Take it straight to him. Okay? I'll fight 2 more rounds, you're the world champion. But you got to win these rounds big, Oba. You got to fight down. Because they took 2 points from you. You can win it. You want the title?
Digging down deep, Carr throws his right hand early in the round that landed just a little bit high to put any real hurt on Quartey.
But at the same time, Quartey countered with a right hand to the body.
From what you see, does Quartey have the kind of shocking power that Trinidad has?
No, not with one punch, no. Trinidad is probably the best one-punch guy in the welterweight division right now, but Quartey, with the accumulation and the fact that he puts that pressure on you, makes him really the most dangerous guy in the division. Well, again, for the first time, Quartey backs up. And in Carr's corner, that's what they told him to do. They said, go out and carry it to him. Let's see if he can do it.
What about the possibility, Gil, that Pernell Whitaker's southpaw style would neutralize Quartey's jab and befuddle him?
You know, Pernell Whitaker is a very, very slick guy. He's very, very tough to hit. But again, Quartey really knows how to put that pressure on you. And I think that his jab would get through even with the Pernell Whitaker.
Because he would keep walking to Whitaker regardless of what Whitaker
all the time, right. But again, he is backing up. Carr is backing him up for the first time in the fight. And again, we mentioned that's the only way that you can really be effective against an Ike Quartey, if you can back him up.
Well, this is how brave Oba Carr is, despite the difficulty he finds himself in. It is a knockdown. It is a knockdown. Arthur McCanny ruling this a knockdown, and Quartey can't believe it.
I didn't see a knockdown punch. I'd like to see a replay.
Neither did I.
I think we will see a replay.
I thought he hit him in the back.
I think McCanny wasn't certain whether to call it a knockdown, but the count had begun from the official timekeeper, and Arthur just decided to go with it.
That's the second time the timekeeper has started to count before he was signaled by the referee that it was a knockdown.
And Carr unleashing some of his biggest shots of the fight. He's having a big 11th round now.
Well, exactly the opposite of the way I thought this round would be.
Well, Carr is by far the more experienced fighter at going the distance. We told you, 11 times into the championship rounds now, only 4 for Quartey. So maybe Carr is building up some steam here in the closing rounds against a possibly tiring Ike Quartey.
Well, again, we had mentioned early in the round, it was the first time we saw Quartey back.